as fuck. Hey, it's the Babe Chronicles here, and today we are giving you all what you want because we've gotten many people telling us to do a coming out story.
Tell your story, girl.
Okay, well, I don't really know where to start. I knew that I was different in the 3rd grade. I had a crush on, like, I had, one of those little schoolgirl crushes on one of my friends, and she had a slumber party, and they did, like, truth or dare or whatever. So, anyways, they had, like, made us do things, like, 3rd grade stuff, like, oh, kiss her, not, like, super, but I liked it.
You called it 3rd grade thing.
I did call it 3rd grade thing, but I had liked it, and it apparently was obvious, and I was bullied. Like, I don't really want to call it bullied, but that's what it was. I didn't call it bullied at the time, but people were like saying, oh no, she likes girls, she's gay, da da da. But I didn't actually come out until the 7th grade when there was a social media network called MySpace at the time that was out, and I had said that I was bisexual on it and had all these things. Keep in mind, I wasn't supposed to have this MySpace account. So I was super sneaking, and my mom's fiance at the time had saw my MySpace page, and I came home from school, and she came downstairs, basically like yelling at me, and was like, I've asked you multiple times if you liked girls, you lied to me, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't. What are you talking about? She was like, he showed me your MySpace page, da-da-da, it says you're bisexual, you're not even supposed to have a MySpace page. But from then, for about a year and a half, every month, my mom gave me a lecture on how she doesn't think that I should be gay, or that, like, spiritually. And it took a toll. I'm not gonna lie, it took a toll, but we're better now. And on the other side, my father, who is gay, I was extremely scared to tell him. I think it's more so because my mom had went on that whole little rampage, and I was like in denial that my dad was gay. He had what I thought was a roommate for like so many years because he kept calling him his roommate, but now he's his husband. But it took me maybe 6-7 years to figure out that they were actually together. And I had texted him one day. I was in his house, and I texted him, and I was like, Dad, I don't really want to have a long conversation about this, but I'm bisexual. And he was like, okay, if you want to talk about it, just let me know, but that's fine with me. I have no idea why I was super scared to tell him. But I think I just came up with a realization. I think it was because of my mom.
That makes sense, though. I mean, it does make sense because it's still hard to kind of come out to the family, even though.
Right. But I think it's also because my dad was the only man my mom married, and then he's gay. So I think that's why she went on that whole spiritual thing. But she's now super accepting, and she loves Kamari. So.
And I love her. I adore Mom.
I'm happy now. It's been some years, but we have grown so much. So if you're going through anything with your parents, just let them sit on it, because it took you so many times to get used to knowing that you are gay, if you are, and they're just now finding out. So they're trying to, cope with it. So
yeah, I mean, but literally only like come out to them if you know you're safe.
Yes.
Don't if they have a violent nature or anything like that. I mean, of course, I don't know y'all's lives, but if you're not safe, just do what's best for you. Whatever you feel is better for you.
Yep.
Do what's best for you.
Yep. We're here to talk if you want to talk. Go ahead, baby. What's your coming
We're
out story?
accepting of you.
We accept you.
I guess I should start like how you did. I guess I knew that I kind of had a thing, like an actual strong feeling for girls when I was maybe like elementary too, as well. Mm-hmm. Kind of the same way, like I was having dreams, and my best friend at the time, I don't know, okay? I was just, yes, it'll surprise you how much you know at that age. But, like, even in middle school, I had a middle school best friend who would spend the night all the time, and and I don't know, I just thought, you're so funny. And I just always, you know, would like trying to throw hints at her, like, hey girl, I want you, I like you. But then when I started dating my first girlfriend in high school, it was my senior year, we were pretty much, I mean, like, I didn't mind being out because, I mean, I'm one of those people who just doesn't really care. But, when I hadn't told my mom at all, because I don't know why. My mom's actually a pretty down-to-earth accepting person, but I don't know what it was that I was just scared to tell her. And one day, I was on my way to work, and my mom kind of, like, she was kind of just trying to talk to me about my love life, in a sense. And I was really, like, looking at her, like, what? Like, where are you going with this? And I get a text message from my girlfriend at the time, and she's like, hey, would you be mad if I did something? And I was like, well, what did you do? And she was like, well, I may or may not have told your mom that we were dating. And I had, like, a freak out. I was like, what? Like, you did what? And she was like, yeah, she had just asked me if you and I were a thing. And I didn't actually tell her, but I was just like, would you be mad if I said yes? And I was like, okay, so you told her. Like, that is more or less telling her. And she was like, well, yeah. And then she said no, but pretty much she just laid down laws like, okay, well, you're not allowed to spend the night anymore. Like, you can come over, but you're just not allowed to stay. You have to have doors open while you're here, because I'll be damned if, like, y'all have sex in my house. You know, like, I don't, like, I'm okay with you guys dating, but y'all are going to be respectful of my home. And instead of saying that that's not what we're doing, she had told her that it's not like I could get pregnant.
Don't do that.
Please don't do that. Because then it's just, makes it so much more difficult. So that was fine. I mean, there was a point where I wasn't sure if I was still ready to tell my mom that I was gay, per se. But I was just like, okay, well, now she knows that I'm dating a girl. And then she was like, well, what happens if at one point you start dating you feel like you don't want to date a girl anymore, or you see a guy that you like and then you have feelings for him? Or what if our family members going to say if they see one moment you're dating a girl and the next minute you're dating a guy? And I mean, at that point, I just kind of told her, I was like, well, I mean, if I'm in a relationship, I'm going to be faithful to that relationship regardless of whether or not if I see someone that I think is cute. It's just the same thing. I told her it was the same thing, that if you saw someone that you thought was cute, but you're married to my stepdad, like, you're not going to go pursue that person just because you think they're cute.
Right.
And then I told her that, I mean, I really shouldn't care what anybody else says in the family. Like, I'm not in a relationship for my family members. I'm in a relationship for me. So that was really it. And then how my dad found out, after I had that conversation with my mom, I pretty much just put it on Facebook. And my dad found out that way, and he wasn't too happy about it. He was actually very, very upset, but
it wasn't the fact that you were gay, though.
No. He was just upset that I didn't tell him personally, which we have an odd relationship, so it wasn't like I was gung-ho to tell him or anything. It was more or less, you find out when everyone else does. No disrespect, but that's just how it happened.
That was our coming out story. If you are having trouble coming out to anyone, or you want to talk about it and get advice, or whatever, you can definitely follow us on Twitter at Chronicles Babe, or you can follow us on Instagram at The Babe Chronicles, and we'll definitely get back to you. It's really hard to, first off, accept yourself,
yes,
and then try to have other people accept you as well. But know that we are accepting of who you are, no matter if you're straight, bi, gay, trans, it doesn't matter. It's in your heart to us. So definitely follow us and contact us. Let us know what else you guys want to see here, or whatever. Subscribe and like this video. And if you guys want to see more of Amo or Billions, but if you guys want to hear any other story times, or have any questions, or want to see anything different, let us know in the comments below, and we will definitely get back to you. I hope you like this video, and subscribe. Peace.
We've been together for a while now. We're growing stronger every day now. It feels so good, and there is no doubt I will stay with you.